Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Alex Michael by name. Today we are going to be I'll be teaching you on how to draft your trouser and then cut your trouser. So with me is the measurement I'm going to be using, which is the waist is 31, the length is 34, the lap is 22, the knee is 15, the leg is 11.5, or some will call it 11 and a half. The hip is 36, the crotch is 9. So this is what we are going to be using to draft and then cut our trouser. So now you can follow me as we begin the drafting. Okay, the first thing we are going to be considering, or the first step, the first thing you're going to consider or you're going to do is to measure 1 inch away from your the edge of your fabric. You mark 1 inch, take 1 inches from the edge, that is from the top. Just mark 1 inches, 1 inches, 1 inch, and 1 inch. You understand? Then you pick your ruler and you rule a straight line. You join the your marked your you rule a straight line. Do you understand? So now, after you've done that, you take the length of the trouser, which we said the length of the trouser is what? 34. So you place your tape on the rule line and you measure 34 and you mark it. Do you understand? You mark it. This 34. I've marked it. You rule it. You mark it like this. And you add 2 inches sewing allowance to it. You get. So now, from the 34, you measure 3 inches upward. That is for folding. I will explain this when I want to cut the back for more for more understanding. You understand? So this 1 inches, 2 inches, and then 3 inches. Then you mark. Do you understand? So now the next thing you're going to take, or the next step, is to take your crotch line. Do you understand? Which we said our crotch line from our measurement is 9. So you mark 9 inches. 9 inches. Do you understand? So now the next step is what? To divide your actual length, which is 34, by 2 to get your knee position. So now when you divide 34 by 2, you have what? 17. You mark 17. Do you understand? So now repeat this same process a little bit away from where you marked it. That is, we want it to be straight in uniform. Let's remark the measurement we have marked. We said the crotch is 9, you mark 9. We said the knee is 17, you mark 17. We said your actual length is what? 34. You make sure your tape you place it well so that it will correspond. 34, isn't it? And then we said we add 2 inches to it. And then what did we do? We added 3 inches to it upward. That's 1, 2, 3. Now, if you have done this, you pick your ruler, you join the lines together. Can you see? You join the knee line together. You come here. You do the same thing also. You come here, the same thing. You come here, the same thing too. So now, after you have joined the lines together, the next thing you're going to do is you place your tape here, and then you mark 7 inches. That's the pocket, for the pocket. You understand? You mark 7 inches like this. Do you get? Now you come here, you mark 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inch. You come here and you mark 1 inch, 1 inch. You understand? Now, the next step you're going to take is from here, just mark your 1/2 inch. You understand? You slant it a little like this because your trouser is in a slanty position. Slant this slanting, the slanting we are doing is to try to bring out the shape of the trouser. And you know, guys don't have shape like ladies, so you mark it like this, you slant it like this, and then you join this line and this 1.5 inches together. Do you understand, guys? Can you see that the shape of our trouser is coming out? So the next thing you're going to do is you take your lap measurement. Now, in taking your lap measurement, you divide the total, that is the full lap, 22 by 2. That is, trouser is made up of, is one side of trouser or a leg. Pause. To get your lap, which our lap is 22, we divide it by 2, which will give us what? 11. So you place your tape from here, from this point, and then you mark 11 inches. Exactly. Don't add anything to it. Just mark it exactly. Do you understand? So the next thing you're going to do is that our hip is 36, isn't it? Our hip is 36 based on the measurement. We divide 36 by 4. Why 4? Is because the hip, when taking the hip measurement, you measure everything about the person, as in you measure is round. That is, it covers 4 parts of the trouser. So these 4 represent the 4 parts of the trouser, which if we divide 36 by 4, 36 divided by 4 will give us what? 9 inches. Are you with me? So now you measure 9 inches exactly. You mark 9 inches exactly. This is 9 inch, isn't it, guys? This is it. You understand? So now the next thing you're going to be doing is your knee. We all know that our knee is what? 15, and we divide it by 2. Why 2? Because the knee only covers 2 parts of the trouser, the front and the back. So that's why we divide it by 2. Do you understand? So now 15 divided by 2 will give you what? Will give you 7.5 or 7.5. So now you're going to mark 7.5 from here. This, mind you, this is our knee line. You mark 7.5 exactly. Do you understand? Then you come to this point. We said our leg is what? Our leg is 11.5. 11.5 divided by 2 will give us what? 5.8 approximately. Do you understand? So now we use our tape to locate 5.8, which will be somewhere here. You mark it exactly without adding any allowance to it. The same measurement you're going to mark, the same thing here. Do you understand? Are you seeing it? Now the same thing applies here. You mark the same thing. Do you understand? This is it. Then you pick your ruler and you join the lines together. Do you get? You join it together. So now there's a ruler we use to curve here, but should, in case you're using straight ruler, this is one of the easiest way to get the shape of the trouser. You rule a straight line up to the knee line. Can you see? Something like this. Do you understand? Then you pick your ruler and you do it like this. You slant it like this. Do you understand? You slant it like this. So now what the next thing you're going to do, you're going to join the knee line, sorry, the lap line with the knee line. This is how you do it. Are you with me? This is how you do it. Can you see? Can you see? Do you understand? You get me? So now the next thing we are going to do is our waist. We are going to be taking our waist measurement. Now when you want to take the waist measurement, you add half inches. That is, we said half inches, half inch here. You just rule a straight line like this. This half inch is trying to cut out the English mouth away so that it will not show in your main trouser. Do you understand? So now you place your tape here. We said our waist is 31, isn't it? And 31 divided by 4 will give us what? Will give us equal to 7.6. Do you understand? So now 7.6. So now you place your tape here and mark 7.6. These are 31. Do you understand? Do you get? So the next thing, you join exactly, don't add any allowance to it. Then you join the hip line together with the waistline. Can you see? Do you understand? So the next thing you do, you curve here like this, your crotch. Can you see? Then for the trouser to balance on your client, you have to measure like 1 inch from this side downward. What's this 1 inch for? It is for curving. You curve it like this. Some slant it, but I prefer curving it like this because it will balance, it will be more balanced like this than slanting it straight. Do you understand? So we are done with the front part of our trouser. To be able to get our back measurement or the back part of the trouser, we'll have to cut or trim out our drafted front part of the trouser. Do you understand? So let's follow me as I cut it. When you cut it to this point, you stop. You pick your cooler and press it so that it will not move. You understand? It will not shake. So you come here and you cut it like this. You cut it like this. This, you understand? Then before you come here and then cut it off, there's it. So now you mark here like this because this is the inner part. You fold your trouser and you put it here and you adjust your material, then you set your material. You try to set it. you set it, and then you placed the front to be able to get the back. How do you do it? This is how you do it. That is, there's it. Still mark your 1 inches like this. You understand? So the next thing you're going to do is this. Make sure this thing is equal. Can you see? You make sure it is equal so that you not end up spoiling your trouser. You get? Make sure it is equal. Make sure it is equal. Then you trim it off. You understand? Then you push it backward a little. You adjust it backward a little. You understand? Like, adjust it inward a little. Adjust it a little. You get? Now, this is the formula. You rule out straight line like this. You get? You adjust it a little again. And you measure 3 inches from this point to here. It should be 3 inches. Do you get? And then here should be 2 inches. You can see it. It's 2 inches. Do you understand? Now once you set here, here will align. Here will align. Do you understand? Here will automatically align. Do you understand? So now you bring your tape here, you place it here and measure 2.5 inches here. You understand? The same thing applies here, 2.5 inches. Then you join this line and this line together to meet at this point. So this is it. Do you understand? Then you curve it or curve it like this. You understand? So now here you measure 1.5 inches upward like this for your slanting. Do you understand? Okay, so now you slant it, you join here to here. So this is it. This is your trouser. Do you understand? This is it. This is our trouser. This is our trouser. So the next thing you're going to do is simply you're going to trim it off and you're done with your drafting and cutting. You understand? So now we cut it. Now you follow this straight line. Do you understand? Then you cut it. Follow this trimming. Okay, lest I forget, should I start? Lest I forget. Now, these 2 inches here is the allowance. Do you understand? The 2 inches here, 2.5 inches here is for the allowance. Sewing allowance, joining allowance, everything you need. This is the allowance. You don't add the allowance on the front part of the trouser, but the back side. Do you understand? Do you get? So, and then you mark it like this. That's indicating the front, trying to differentiate the front from the back. So you fold your trouser like this. Before I finish, you're going to cut what we call the pocket flap. The pocket flap. So this is where you're going to cut the pocket flap. You cut it upward a little, and you cut it like this. So guys, this is our trouser, and this is our trouser. This is the flap, the pocket flap, which we have come to the end of our video on how to draft trouser and then to cut it. So thank you for watching this video, and do ensure you subscribe to this channel and watch my subsequent video. Bye for now.